Hello, YouTube. Maybe you can see me, maybe you can't. Dave Smalley, Geek's Garage. Alright, so what we're talking about today, I've upgraded this little toy. Let's put the Facebook down so it can see the toy as well. There you go. Sorry, YouTube. Alright, so things I've done. Handle on the back of it. Pulled the feet down much lower than they used to be. And got a brace. You'll see this in a moment. Got a bracing system now. Okay, so let's put you over here. No, let's talk a little bit. What you can see from here. Now we've got a balanced handle. These two slots hold the drill caddy in place. So I've just added this little thing here. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's part of our challenge for today. So number one, let's play around with how the table mounts. Sorry, YouTube, as I try to mount you safely there. Okay, I think you can see what's going on. Okay, so this makes moving this thing around 100 times easier. I had noticed in previous video that things looked unstable, and so I've added a bunch of strength here, and again that oh, here you go. And I added this to keep my cable better. This is what we are going to work on today as our test number 2. This handle has sharp edges, and I want to use the drill that's sitting way down in there. Okay, well, let's show that. I've loosened up the slots in the back. I'm getting ready to pull my stop in place. Now, I screwed up. This was set very accurately, but I moved everything. So I have to go and reset everything. Alright, so my drill caddy, the bit, is in its approximate location. Let me show you the new locking mechanism. Alright, so this table, nice little table, comes with built-in clamps. What is this? Keter. K-E-T-E-R. You put that in there. You put this in here. You squeeze that, and it's down and ready to lock. So we bring. Oh, this has to go on this side. I got it on the wrong side, of course. I'm still learning how to do this. All right, now let me get the other one in place. Okay, stick it down. Get it in place and lock it. And now I need to ensure that these little things, I don't know if you'll see that move, go all the way back to starting location. Okay, now this butts right up against that. These butt up against these. This one clamps on that. So I'll give them a little tug. Do, 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 do. Okay, that one's tight. This one's tight. And I was kind of surprised. It holds so well that I can lift up the whole table. So it's now one unit. Yes, it's a wiggly table, but I'm not doing any heavy duty work with this thing. Did I move this? Oh, you still, oh. God, I took a look. Get you up here so you can see the action. Okay, so, this, all right, let's get the cord off of here. Ooh, I twisted it too good. I was trying to come up with a way that the cord was getting in the way every time I tried to move it around. So now we got our cord. Oh, I can't plug it in yet because I still haven't adjusted the the cutter yet. And of course I forgot an important thing. I gotta take this off in order to do what I said I was going to do. I've been using these construction screws, which I'm really liking. They're even better than JIS screws, Japanese Industrial Standard. These things have a very positive locking feature that really appeals to me. Okay, let's get this one out of here. I put this on real sloppy earlier this morning. And it worked, kind of. I messed up the positioning a little bit. It's not perfect. But hey, you know, for a silly DIY thing, it's good enough. Alright. Now my hand doctor would be pissed at me seeing me twisting this stuff by hand. But that's life. Okay, so basically I took a couple of dowels and a piece of leftover plywood and made a handle. I screwed this up. I can only fit 2 fingers in there because I was obsessed with being able to fit the cable in. I should have had them a little wider apart. I may move them. Let's get these off of here for now. Okay. And I'll put these over on my little workbench, trying to be careful not to mess it up. Yeah, I should have had the electric thing. Yeah, I guess I'll need to do that. Yeah, let's listen to the doctor. Apparently I've got arthritis in both thumbs real bad up in here. And so he doesn't want me using screwdrivers anymore. He said, you better be using electric screwdrivers if you're going to use a screwdriver. Okay, yes sir. Alright, so they're pretty cool. I'm old-fashioned, so I consider this being lazy. But a lot of young guys tease me for liking to work too hard. So. I take great pride for many years of not using power tools when every other Tom, Dick, and Harry feels that they have to. But I guess use the power tools, guys. You'll save your thumbs. Okay, here is my sharp-edged piece of plywood that I want to put a nice radius on. Using that. Okay, so number 1, I've got to get the height correct. And I'm probably going to screw this up a time or 2 before I get it right. Last time I had to take 2 or 3 cuts in order to get it right. Here we go. And this is now this is not the same stuff. I'm not sure what this is. But it's pretty hard, and most stuff that's done on these routers is pretty soft. I think this will be soft. But this will help me get the height right. And let's use a straight edge. Okay, I'm using my little square as a straight edge. And now I want this cutter to just barely reach that. And I'm using my little adjuster tool here to get it to come up. Come on, baby. Okay, gotta come up a touch more. Not quite there yet. 1, 2. 2, 3 cranks. Touch it. I don't want it to touch. Down 1 crank. Still touching. Down 1 crank. Still touching. Down 1 crank. Oh, it's still touching. Well, those cranks weren't as quite. All right, a little bit more. Okay, it just passes under. I'm going to come up just a hair. Just a hair. And I'm trying to get it to just exactly be, there it is. It just touched. Down just a hair. There it goes. It just was. I hope that will be appropriate. Let's lock her down. Locked in place. Now, next issue is to get the fence to be on the same line as this bearing. I don't think this is critical, but it's just a good idea. Let's loosen that up. And that looks to me like pretty close to exactly in line. Ooh, it's moving. Gotta be careful as I tighten it. Yeah, when I went to tighten it, it moved. There we go. If you watch the other video, you may have noticed that I put some real effort into a fine adjustment for up and down. As you saw just here, I need to put some thought into something here that allows me fine adjustment of this thing, but it has to go away during actual use because I need this area to slide my workpiece. So if I can make something from back here that pushes and pulls, that's to be determined. All right, put the light off, put the square away. Let's do a test cut. Before we do our test cut, I think I've solved my vacuum problem. Oh, now I had to move this so far away in order for the zoom to work that my vacuum will not work in this position. So with something in there. Okay, so I don't get a vacuum on it. Let's get her plugged in. And get, let's make 100% sure that that bit is tight. I think it's tight, but I should not think I should check. Okay, now this, I have to do something I don't like doing. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay, it feels good. I should have locked that before I lifted it, but I'm not going to because we're on video. All right, our fence is adjusted, our height is adjusted. We are not using a vacuum today. I got to figure that out. And I apologize for the loud noise, but hey, it's a power tool. Okay, let's leave our workpiece here. Remember, this thing can turn in and out. It's a fine adjustment for the throttle, but there will be times when I need to use lower throttle, but for right now, full throttle is good. Let's see if I can. It's supposed to work where I just push this. I found that putting it down helps. So let's see if it'll just push. No. So I got to push a little bit down here. Holy cow. I got it right to begin with. Real nice edge, real nice. Oh, you know, there's no lump or bump here, there's no lump or bump here. It's really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Groovy. So the test piece survived. Leave that over there. Let's get to work. I want to round all of this. So let's see how well it goes. Remember, see, because at full throttle it doesn't seem to do my just slap it in place. I got to push it first. Here we go, push. Okay, so mostly successful. Obviously, plywood is not well suited to this application. It pulled a piece of the ply right on out of there. Twook. I wonder what it did with it. Oh, there it is right there. Oh. Ooh, look at that. So I might be able to get that back in there. Yeah, look at that. Alright, I'm going to spend a little time seeing if I can get that back in there and just glue it in place. Maybe I'm being foolish. I usually am foolish. Yeah, it doesn't want to go right away. Alright, so, but machine worked well. Me using plywood didn't work so well. See how it ripped the corners? It didn't like those corners, especially in those little short runs. But I will not fault the machine. I am very happy with this little machine. Okay, guys, that's me. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Goodbye, everybody.